Some cylinders actually float at a certain pressure, and you can actually float them like a balloon underwater or send them up to the surface if you're done with it. Now, steel cylinders, whether they're full or empty, they will sink. Steel is just heavier, so it sinks. But aluminium tanks weigh a lot less than steel cylinders, but they displace a little bit more water because it's a softer metal, so the tank walls have to be a little bit thicker. So they're now more buoyant because they weigh less and they displace more. Now comes the clever part. Air has some weight to it. Granted, it's not particularly heavy, it's not a good workout, but when you take a bunch of air and you cram it into a tiny space, it can actually affect the buoyancy and the overall weight of a cylinder. You can actually get to the point where you can tell if a tank is full or empty just by picking it up, because heavy tanks are full and lighter tanks tend to be empty. So the buoyancy of an item is all about the weight of the item and the weight of the water that the item displaces. So when you put it in the water, the volume of water that that cylinder is taking up, if you weighed that, it's all that kind of equilibrium as to whether it floats, sinks, or it's neutrally buoyant. Some aluminium tanks start off weighing more than the water they displace, so they sink. As you breathe and you exhale the gas inside, they gently become neutrally buoyant because you're losing that gas weight, and then eventually positively buoyant, so they float. That's why it's important to do a very proper weight check, and the best time to do a weight check is with a near empty cylinder at the end of a dive.